Fall is officially here, and television viewers have plenty to look forward to since it's prime time for new TV shows. Tons of content will be available with pretty much everything for everyone to watch. You want to know the best part? There's a lot of comedy series in the pipeline right now. So for all you comedy lovers, in this video, we'll talk about the 10 most highly anticipated comedy series for fall 2022. Let's get started. First up at number 10, we have Reboot. Reboot arrived on Hulu on September 20th with the first 3 episodes of an 8-episode series. The show follows a dysfunctional cast from a sitcom that was aired back in the early 2000s called Step Right Up. A young new writer pitches to literally reboot the show, and the original cast is reunited once again as they start to shoot the pilot. The show features a fantastic cast such as Judy Greer, Keegan-Michael Key, Rachel Bloom, and Johnny Knoxville. While we don't have much insight into the plot, Hulu did release all the titles for the episodes, so you may want to deduce some clues from there. The series was created by Stephen Levitan from Modern Family fame, so it's safe to say we've got quite a bunch of impressive people working both in front and behind the camera for this show. Next up at number 9, it's Little Demon. Little Demon is an adult animated show that premiered at the end of this August on FFX, and the show's scheduled to run through the fall. Aubrey Plaza voices the character of Laura, a mother who's just trying to live an average life with their daughter named Chrissy, voiced by Lucy DeVito, set in Delaware. But wait, plot twist, Chrissy's father is actually Satan, who's voiced by Lucy's real father, Danny DeVito, which technically then makes her the Antichrist and hence the target of multiple forces trying to get to her soul. Little Demon has star power in not just the main voiceover characters, but also in the rest of the cast. There's Arnold Schwarzenegger, Dave Bautista, Mel Brooks, and Patrick Wilson as just some of the guest starring characters, and we can't wait to see who else they have in store for us. Since it is an adult show, it's already got quite some controversy surrounding it, with the US congressman already warning people to stay away from the show. Now that just makes us want to watch it more. Now at number 8, we have the Santa Clauses. Tim Allen is back in one of the most iconic roles he's played to date, Santa Claus in The Santa Clauses. The first 2 episodes are all set for release on November 16th on Disney+. The plot follows Scott Calvin, who's approaching his 65th birthday and wants to pass on the Santa Claus mantle to someone else. Eric Lloyd, David Krumholtz, and Elizabeth Mitchell are all set to come back for their roles in the Christmas slated release. The first trailer for the sequel was dropped at D23, which basically showed the time when Scott decided to announce his retirement as Santa and consequently interviewed Peyton Manning, jokingly, as a possible replacement. Well, nothing more classic than a Christmas series on Christmas. For number 7, we have Wednesday. This next one is something we're super excited about. The Addams Family's coming back to Netflix with the television series this time, focusing on Wednesday, their daughter. Described as your not-so-average coming-of-age story, Wednesday attempts to use her powers in high school to solve a mystery, the supernatural kind. While we don't have an official release date yet, the season is definitely slated for a fall 2022 release. The series is being directed by Tim Burton after he had to pass on the 1991 film adaptation thanks to his scheduling conflicts with Batman Returns. The TV series has got a great cast, ranging from Catherine Zeta-Jones and Isaac Ordonez to Jenna Ortega and Luis Guzman, playing the main members of the family. Even Christina Ricci, who portrayed Wednesday to absolute perfection in the 1991 film version, has been cast as a regular in the show. Now at number 6, it's Atlanta. The incredibly successful show Atlanta came back to FX with its 4th and final season on September 15th. After spending season 3 in Europe, Earn, played by the wonderfully talented Donald Glover, and his friends are back in Atlanta. Seasons 3 and 4 were shot one after the other, so we've got a more typical release schedule this time as opposed to the 4-year excruciatingly long gap between seasons 2 and 3. While most fans, including us, are sad to know that the show's ending, at least we'll be reassured knowing that it'll not only get a proper ending, but will also be known as one of the best comedy series ever made. But as they say, all good things must come to an end. Much like that large pizza, we order to binge on all our favorite shows on those weekend nights. Sigh. Next up, we have number 5 with Abbott Elementary. Created by Quinta Brunson of Buzzed fame, this critically acclaimed series became one of the most popular shows on our TV screens. If you're living under a rock because that could be the only reason you haven't seen it yet, the show is basically a mockumentary-style sitcom that focuses on a group of teachers at Abbott Elementary, a predominantly black school that is severely underfunded. The show was well received by most audiences for its clever humor and for highlighting social issues in the system rather expertly. After winning a bunch of Emmys this year, the show returned to NBC on September 21st, and the second season hopes to continue the success they found in the first season. Cast members Quinta Brunson, Cheryl Lee Ralph, Tyler James William, and Janelle James were all nominated for their stellar performances in the TV show. Let's talk about number 4 with Ramy. Ramy dropped its third season on Hulu on September 30th, with Ramy Youssef playing the title character, which is pretty much based on his own life as an American Muslim who's living in New Jersey. The third season picked up where it left us hanging when Ramy's marriage to Zainab abruptly ended after his infidelity was revealed. The third season returned to our screens after a 2-year-long gap. Seriously, why do show creators do this to us? The series has received a lot of critical acclaim, and Youssef even picked up a Golden Globe for his performance, with 2 Emmy nominations, one for directing the show and one for acting in it. Kinda like the best of both worlds, right? What a powerhouse of talent. Coming up at number 3 is So Help Me Todd. So Help Me Todd made its debut with the first season premiering on CBS on September 29th. This comedy-cum-drama series follows a private investigator, Todd, who moves in with his mother who's a lawyer, and agrees to work for her firm as an in-house private investigator. The lead role of Todd is played by Skylar Astin, with Marcia Gay Harden cast as his mother. The show promises a bit of a fresh spin on the theme of mystery solving, much like other similar breakout hits like Psych and Monk that also aired on the same network. The TV show will also feature Todd and how he plans to get his shit together, the clashes he forms with living in the same house as his mother, and working for her as she wishes that he'd become more of an adult. Moving on to number 2, Blockbuster. One of the most anxiously awaited series releases of fall 2022, Blockbuster is all set to come to Netflix in the first week of November. This workplace comedy features Timmy Yoon, played by Randall Park, as the manager of the very last Blockbuster video store in the entire world. Sounds promising, right? The show also features stars like Melissa Fumero, who plays Timmy's coworker and cute crush, Eliza. Melissa Fumero has plenty of experience doing the workplace comedy trope after having done 8 seasons of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. This is an Amy Santiago fan club, okay? We also have Tyler Alvarez playing Carlos, a Tarantino fan who dreams of being a filmmaker. It's also kinda ironic how they focus on the Blockbuster concept after Netflix mail-order DVDs and its streaming platform basically put all the video rental chains out of business. Finally, at number 1, it's Pitch Perfect Bumper in Berlin. The first 2 episodes of Pitch Perfect Bumper in Berlin are coming to Peacock on November 23rd. Adam Devine will be back as Bumper Allen in this Pitch Perfect film spin-off series as he moves to Germany. Allen wants to revive his music career after one of his tracks makes it big in Berlin. The show is set to happen several years after the film. The talented Elizabeth Banks, who is also the producer and director of Pitch Perfect, created the show for Peacock. The cast is all set to feature Sarah Hyland, Jamila Jamal, and Full Borg. We'd love to see a trailer at this point, Peacock. That's a wrap for this video. Do you have any thoughts about these highly anticipated comedy series? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.